Hello friends, I'm meteorologist Zack Shields here in Central Texas. We have been a rain magnet. That's going to be the big weather story along with the heat relief today and for the next several days. You are looking at how much rain we have seen in just the last 24 hours according to the radar. We had widespread 1 to 3 inch totals out across the Hill and Lake country, and then this morning in between Kerrville and Junction we had a bullseye of 6 to 10 inches of rain. Some of that water is going to feed into the Llano River. The National Weather Service has issued a flood warning for the Llano River in Mason and Llano counties. It looks like the river for now will be 3 feet above flood stage here in Mason County tonight and then tomorrow for Llano County. That is a minor to moderate flood stage. And eventually this water will end up in Lake Travis. Will it fill up the lake? Probably not, but Lake Travis will begin to climb here in the coming days. Look at the rain totals from the last 5 days. Yeah, rain gauge has been getting a workout. Over 2 inches in LaGrange, Bastrop, over 1.5 inches in Cedar Park, almost 3 inches in Buda, over 2 3/4 in Round Rock, 4.5 inches of rain in Llano, over 2 inches in Mason and Lampasas. Finally, some beneficial rain hitting the hill country. And since midnight, we've had 2/100ths of an inch at Camp Mabry, just under 1/2 inch at the airport. So it's official. 3 straight days with rain in the middle of the summer. We'll take that every time. And we'll continue to add to that surplus for the month and also for the year. The atmosphere is still very unstable and tropical. Dew points are running in the mid-70s. You step outside, you'll feel that moisture immediately. And that moisture is colliding with a stalled front, and all the ingredients are coming together for another rainy, stormy afternoon. Not only is this front initiating the rise in motion to get those storms going, but this upper low out to our west is helping out. You can see it a little bit better on the water vapor imagery. It's spinning counterclockwise coming out of New Mexico. As that pivots toward Central Texas, it will provide the necessary lift to keep the rain going for several straight hours and will eventually send that blob of rain across the entire area. When that low pressure system comes across, it really changes the temperature profile. It's really warm and tropical near the ground, and then you factor in that cool air aloft. That will accelerate the rise in motion, and these clouds have a better chance of towering into rainmakers. All right, let's time it out for you. We've had rain out in the hill country all morning long, a nice soaking rain. That will eventually go away, and then new showers and storms will develop from I-35 eastward late morning going into the afternoon. Then after that, the atmosphere is going to be worked over. It's going to go, wow, I just produced a whole lot of rain. Things are going to settle down and calm down tonight. We may have a stray shower or two after midnight, and then tomorrow with the heat of the day, we'll have hit and miss showers, but the widespread rain event will shift more to the south with that boundary. Here in the next 2 days, much of the area could get 1/2 inch to 1 inch, with isolated areas getting a little more than that, maybe 1 to 2 inches of rain. The other big weather story, how cool it is. It doesn't feel like late July. It's going to be even cooler than yesterday. We're going to have highs in the 70s and 80s. The hill country probably won't get out of the 70s today after all the rain in the morning to slow down the warm up. And then check out the lows tomorrow morning in the upper 60s, low 70s. Not too shabby. Yes, we're getting a break from the extreme heat, but when it's not raining, it's still uncomfortable outside, not much wind, and it's very tropical, and it's going to stay that way for the rest of the week into the weekend. So we're going to be in a prime area for rain today just because that front is nearby. Starting tomorrow, it sags to the south, pushing that deep tropical moisture to the south, along with the heavy rain of it. Abundant tropical moisture still available, and with the slow-moving thunderstorms because of the weak steering flow, we're going to see some isolated torrential downpours that could lead to some minor flooding of streets, low water crossings, things like that. And that flooding risk will be a slight possibility today and tonight from Austin down to San Antonio, Corpus Christi, and Houston. And then it will be downgraded to a level 1, a marginal risk tomorrow. We're not expecting a huge flood event. A low to moderate risk of street flooding, ponding on the roadways, things like that, low water crossings that are flooded. The flash flooding and river flooding threat will be low. Llano River, though, look out. You're under that flood warning. That's the only problem we have out there, thanks to the heavy rain we had just west of the hill country first thing this morning. Looking ahead for the next 7 days. We're always tracking the heat dome. Usually it's right on top of us. It's not going to be that way through the rest of the weekend or the weekend. It's going to stay out to our west. And that boundary is still nearby. and then another upper low will come in from the Midwest. It's going to backtrack somewhat, and it's going to drop so far to the south, it's going to be cut off from the main flow. So it's just going to hang out, and it could keep rain in the forecast each day all the way through early next week. So today, really good chance of rain. Tomorrow, the heavy rain threat will shift more to the south with that boundary. That'll be the story again Thursday and Friday, but still not taking rain out of the picture just yet. And then as that boundary lifts more to the north and meets up with that upper low, the coverage and the intensity of the rain will increase Saturday and Sunday. For now, in the next week, we're going to get another 1 to 3 inches of rain, with the 3 to 5 inch total staying right along the coast. And since that upper low is coming on through, the Climate Prediction Center decided, okay, they're going to keep us wetter than average for the rest of the month. So stay connected anytime on our free Fox 10 weather app. You get that hour-by-hour forecast, the latest alerts, and also have access to that interactive radar. Thanks for stopping by and stay weather aware today.